Hello everyone, it is so good to be back. Sorry about the 10 days without a video, but we are here. It is my youngest brother, W Mills, going for a 10k PB at the Brighton Marathon 10k. He is hoping to beat his PB, which is a 40:51 set last November in the Brighton and Hove 10k on a pretty similar route, almost identical, apart from the fact you go up into town in this one, a little bit of a hill. It is only up to 20 metres, but it does make a little bit of a difference when his PB was on a perfectly flat route. But we are hoping that he has more than enough fitness to overcome that from consistent 40 to 50k weeks since he did that last November, which will be about 4:05 a kilometre. Let's jump into the action. And here we have young W Mills underway. As always with these Brighton events, I find that the start's a little bit chaotic with people that probably shouldn't be right near the front of wave one, but it's okay. He's got plenty of roads to the right now to run through, and he is kind of flying along at the start, 3:20 a kilometre. You might be able to spot a friend up there in his salmon top. He's closing in on D Mills here, who himself will be going for well into the 38. Quick glance at the watch, and yes, you are being a very naughty boy, and I think he's actually very lucky that he funnels in and narrows here to stop him being a plonker, as I think in another world where Damo doesn't have the most recognisable top in the world, he would have flown past him, and I mean, it does look like he's etching to get past him still. After slowing to a slightly more sensible 3:50, he's back in the 3:30s, overtaking people with D Mills. Are the boys just going to both take each other to the promised land today? Thankfully, though, Will does shortly afterwards swallow some sensible pills, and as Damo makes his move on a few people, starts to move up further ahead, Will starts to settle down towards the mid-350s, which still is a little bit hot, but hopefully will allow him to at least get to 5k. Although at 500 metres, Will's heart rate hitting 170s is a little bit alarming. He's got a very similar heart rate to me. Once we get into the 170s, a little bit on borrowed time, we've maybe got 5k of ultimate passion. Regular viewers will know that Damo up there, he can get into the 180s and hold it for 15 years. He's a psychopath, but Will and me, slightly more normal. He will die if he kept that heart rate up. Down to 166 now. That is good. Hopefully we can keep it below 170 for a little while now. At 800 metres, a couple of geezers move swiftly past W Mills, but a glance of the watch, he knows he cannot go with them as much as he wants it. But with that heart rate teetering on a potential early blow-up, he's got to be sensible and stick to this 4 flat kilometre pace. Oh, and there is our first kilometre, a 3:52. So he's 13 seconds ahead of his old PB, banking himself a huge chunk of time. But listen to that breathing. Drop a like and subscribe if you think he's absolutely fucked it already. He will desperately want to prove me wrong, and he's still managing to make some overtakes here. His heart rate hasn't gone back into the 170s, and the pace is still 3:58 a kilometre. I have absolutely no doubt that he's already made this so it's going to be an incredibly painful race, but can he just hold on? Can he do a D Mills and manage to smash a huge PB today? 1.4k in now, and it looks like he is locked in straight behind White Vaporfly 3. He's ticking over around 4 flat a kilometre. The heart rate is now into the 170s. This will hurt early, but it's good that he's found someone. He needs to just cling to them for dear life. There's a long old way to go, but you can do it at a 10k. I've never managed to do it very well, but others can do it. Can W Mills do it today? Just after a mile, still clinging onto his coattails, seeing off Grey Vest. 3:58 a kilometre. Keep going, Dub. And it's a really strong second kilometre, still in the 3s, a 3:59, another 6 seconds gained, and at 2k he has 19 seconds to throw away and still be at his old PB. What a day this could be. Embrace that pain, W Mills. And in this ever so slightly downhill section, we're back in the mid-355s. Did somebody say PB? Forget about the 173 heart rate. Forget about that massive twat of a sun beaming down on you. This is so on. Almost a quarter of the way through, and I can tell he's having to work hard now to try and stick with Vaporfly 3s as we head off the seafront in towards town and towards the tiny little hill that could be make or break today. And he He is gradually losing touch. He's still within touching distance as Orange Shorts moves through, but it doesn't matter too much. He can afford now to drop back to that goal pace, which is 4:04, 4:05 a kilometre, and just stick with that for the next 6-7k. He's got 19 seconds bagged. He doesn't have to do anything silly. As the tunes start blaring. Orange Vest now coming past W Mills. Orange Shorts has gone long in the distance, but he's managing to stay still with Vapor 3, and the pace isn't dropping off really at all. He's hanging in there, ready to grind it out up the hill. And here is that hill. When he turns left, he'll be going up it. But the third kilometre at 4:03, dropping off still, but still 2 seconds gained. And he's now 21 seconds ahead of his PB. 7k to go. But how much time will he lose now climbing up here? The pace already dropping towards 4:10 per kilometre. But he shouldn't have to go up it for more than a few minutes. So he shouldn't lose too much time, hopefully. It's just how he's going to feel when he comes back down the other side. And will he have lost White Vaporflies, who I can't quite see if he's still close because of that glaring sunshine. He is there, about 5 metres ahead of Dub. Is it worth absolutely sending it up here so he knows he's still got someone to pace him when he gets back down the other side? Or does he need to just be sensible? It's probably the latter. 175 heart rate. We're slowing to 420 a kilometre. 11 metres now above sea level. 20 metres is the top of this hill. And then he can enjoy the nice downhill, and then it's flat for the rest. Farewell, amigos up there. Grey Vest is long gone. White Vapors. Will we ever see him again? 4:30 a kilometre, but only 4 metres to go. Oh, and there goes Ed in those sexy, sexy Vaporfly 4s. Get them right in my basket. And we have finally reached the top of the hill, turning right, and now we can enjoy a nice downhill stretch towards the seafront. You can hear him trying to get his breath back here. You've got this, lad. Come on. We don't have footage for a couple of kilometres, so I'll put the 4th kilometre split up now. A 4:13, which I don't think is too bad. Yes, he's lost 8 seconds. He's only 13 seconds in the lead now, but there is no more hills to go, and he's got a very healthy buffer still. But now at 6k, it sounds like he is paying for that early pace.
I'm in big trouble, boys and girls.
Our classic W Mills mid-race commentary, still managing to be inclusive. But you are sounding absolutely awful, if I do say so. What has been the damage in those last 2 kilometres? Oh, what is that? A 4:15? That was flat. He managed to go slower in a flat kilometre than the previous uphill kilometre. And 10 seconds is gone. What is the 6th kilometre? Oh, it's better. It's a 4:07, but that was 18 metres downhill and he's still lost 2 seconds. And now he only has 1 second to play with. Not like this, W Mills. He needs to get back behind Grey Vest now. He's going to fall into no man's land.
Oh, I can't get on pace. Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, he is paying for thinking he was D Mills earlier. But you can still do this, W Mills. 4:10 a kilometre. Just hold that for a K or so, and then see if you can just pick something up miraculous at the end. We are all behind you. Come on, lad. And he is managing to rally back up behind Grey Vest. 4:05 a kilometre. That is the goal speed, so he won't lose too much more time. He's definitely lost some time at the start of this 7th kilometre. But he can be grateful at least as he goes past the 17-mile marathon sign that he is not in the 17th mile with 9 miles to go. It is only 2 miles to go. You can do it, my friend. And just before the end of the 7th kilometre, he's thinking about making his move on Grey Top as they start to run side by side. And that 7th kilometre is a 4:08. That's 3 seconds slipped away. And for the first time, we are behind the PB pace. He really needs to stop this rot soon and find a second wind, as Grey Top is managing to find out of nowhere. All of a sudden, his form looking much stronger as he starts to chug along next to Red Alpha Fly 3s. Will has to stick with these two, or his PB is going to disappear into the sea. Hat coming off. That is a telltale sign he is getting a little bit hot, trying to get the wind in his hair. You've got to force yourself back on behind them, lad. Oh, but they're drifting away. This could be over, boys and girls. Oh, this is that other stupid tiny little hill that I died at in the Brighton and Hove 10k. It's only like 4 metres tall, but it's just, for some reason, feels like it's about 100 metres. And thankfully, after a nightmare 1 minute or so, he's able to push back down the other side, get pretty close to Grey Vest again. And at 7.5k, pushing back side to side again. And look at that pace down the hill. back into the threes. Can we now start to rally and start to gain some time back? This 8th kilometre, I just hope he hasn't lost too much time. As Grey Vest's shadow disappears and W Mills can maybe push on to that pack of people up ahead of him. Hasn't managed to catch anyone, but of course we'll have a look at this 8th kilometre. A 4:08, 3 seconds lost, but I will take only 3 seconds lost with how slow he was going for a decent portion of that kilometre. So ladies and gentlemen, what is the situation? We've got 2 kilometres to go. We've got 5 seconds to make up. After a little bit of a head loss there in the middle of this race, I think we've managed to rally a little bit. Look, 3:56, 3:57. Let's have a listen to what he's sounding like. I'd say he's sounding slightly better. He's got control of his breathing now, but he knows he's going to have to work so hard to gain those 5 seconds back. And he's going to want to get a PB by more than just a second. He's going to want to maybe get 10 seconds if he can do a massive final push kilometre that we know he's capable of. He's closing on this girl in the white vest ahead of him. Can he start to just pick people off one by one now? And he's caught her up with 1.2k to go. Apologies, very much a pink top. Moving on through, and now I can see red and purple top ahead. He's about to turn around in about 300, 400 metres time, and then it's 800 metres of full send to the finish line. And there's the 9th kilometre. Well done, W Mills. At 4:01, the rot has been stopped. He's gained back 4 seconds, and now with 1 kilometre to go, he is only 1 second behind his previous PB. Oh, baby, the W Mills fans are out in force. He absolutely loved that. Can he use that energy to spur him on to send this final kilometre and wallop his PB? 800 metres to go. Red Vest is next on his list. I can see he's holding sort of mid 355s, and I'm sure he'll try to push it even more once we turn around and he can see that finish line. And round the corner we go. Red Vest holding on for now. Just 1 more corner to go, and it's just the straight line for home. There we go. It's 500 metres to the finish line. Give it the beans, lad. And he's finally making it past Red Vest with around 400 to go. He's definitely had to work really, really hard in the last 2 kilometres to not make this PB insurmountable in the final K, but it means he can't really do his absolute full send from further back like he managed to do last year with like a 3:40 final kilometre. I don't think it's quite going to be that quick, but he's still definitely on pace to try and get this PB. Can he kick at some point? 250 metres to go, and he's still not managing to kick just yet. I wonder if it's because you can't actually see the finish line here because there's some sort of, I don't know, a tent in the way up there. Oh, it's a barrier blocking that building. I don't remember always being there, but now he can see the finish line. And if he's got a kick, he's going to have to show it to us now. Can he try and pick a few people off here? Yes, here we go. The kick is coming. 3:40 per kilometre. Can we get in the 2s? You know we always want the 2s. I want to see the 2-minute kilometres. Oh, he's moving, everyone. White top. See you later, Ballymajally. 3 flat per kilometre. Can we dip in those 2s just at the end? You fucking bet you we can. What's the time? 34, 36, 37. I'm not sure exactly what it will be, but it's definitely a PB. Well done, lad. And there we have it. Official chip time, a 40:40 for an 11-second PB, which is an unbelievable effort after where he was at 6k, but I just feel those opening 2 kilometres really cost him, and he definitely could have got closer to the magic 40 mark. But W Mills will live and learn for next time. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. We will be back in a couple of days with Damo's 10k, where we can all see how he got on after he eventually managed to evade W Mills after about a mile. And then, of course, the big one this Sunday, I am running the Newport Marathon, trying to get my first ever sub 3 hour marathon. You don't want to miss it. I will see you soon.